traditional ruler of the Ikate Elegushi Kingdom, Saheed Ademola Kusenla III, has declared a 3-day oral rites on non-indigenous and women from midnight to 5:30 a.m., including on Saturday's governorship and state assembly election. In a memo issued to the residents of Ikate Elegushi, the monarch announced that there will be a restriction of movement to perform the oral rites in the community from Wednesday to Saturday. Residents of the community allege there is a political motive for the curfew, which will further disenfranchise women and non-indigenous from voting on election day. Others complain that it would paralyze commercial activities in the community. Temitope Oyefeso, the special assistant on media affairs to the Ikate Kingdom's monarch, confirmed that an oral rite is happening in the Ikate Elegushi Kingdom. Yes, there's an oral rite happening in the Ikate Kingdom. So, the Elegushi Community Council decided that residents and visitors should be in their houses from midnight to morning on Wednesday to Saturday. Mr. Oyefeso told People's Gazette. Mr. Oyefeso debunked the allegation that it will affect election activities on Saturday, declaring we are not saying people should sit at home during the day like they have in other places. He added, elections are held during the day, and by morning we will open the roads for people to come. It is a traditional rice, but unfortunately it has come at this time. It has an annual it is an annual event, and this is not the first time. We are not disrupting any process. According to him, the oral rites will bring peace to the community, adding that it happens in all communities within Lagos. He explained that non-indigenous registered to vote in Elegushi will partake in the voting process, reiterating that they will not leave the house to vote by 2 a.m. so they ought to be in their house. Voting starts by 8 a.m. and there is a police curfew for midnight on election day. We are not doing anything different from what the police have done. It will just commence 2 days earlier, the monarch spokesman explained. People should stop speculating rumors or being mischievous about oral rights. It is not interesting with the process of election, or it is not interfering with the process of election. Residents can move about from morning till 11:30 p.m. The Gazette contacted Benjamin Hundeyin, the police spokesman in Lagos, on the matter. Do you want to talk about rumor or you want to talk about facts? I am not engaging in hearsay. They have the freedom to say whatever they want to say. I will not engage in speculation, Mr. Hundeyin said. The spokesperson for the State Security Service, Peter Afunanya, did not immediately respond to requests for comments on the matter. President-elect Bola Tinubu of the All Progressives Congress lost to Peter Obi of the Labour Party in Etiosa local government area. Mr. Obi polled 42,388 votes, while Mr. Tinubu had 15,370. Wow! Meanwhile, Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has intensified his campaign a few days before the governorship election. Mr. Sanwo-Olu, alongside Gbadebo Rosevivor of the Labour Party, Funsho Doherty of the African Democratic Congress, and Abdulaziz Adediran of the People's Democratic Party, among the candidates contesting the governorship election. Okay, we got it now, because Oro is going to be in the night, because I know, but in some places it is dead during the day. They do it too. I know of Ikorodu. If I don't even know anyone in this whole world, I know of Ikorodu. They do it in the daytime, but at least these ones are doing it at night, because when I first said it, I was like seriously, this and that. But thank God that they've really explained it. But some people are like, are you sure they are not using that to do some kind of voodoo, to make people not to come out, to influence people, or to deter people not to come out? But if that is what they want to do, I think the power, if you believe in your own God, it will not deter you. Of course, there are a lot of meanings that will be raised to this. Like I said, in other parts of Lagos, they do it in the daytime, and I don't know whether they've cancelled it because it was really a talk of war. I know that people used to complain that how can that thing be happening in the 21st century and all of that. But since Elegushi will be doing theirs in, or it will be done in Kate in the midnight, well, since it's not going to affect the people coming out to come and cast their votes, I don't think there's any problem in all of this. If there's any spiritual backing or maybe related to the politics, yeah, it is a good thing so that you start spraying any form of anything that they might want to do should not even affect you. I think it's even good that you are aware of that. This can only happen in a weak state. The Nigerian state is super national, and our constitution and laws are superior to any traditional custom and tradition. The March 18 Guber election is an event backed by our constitution, and citizens' participation is constitutionally guaranteed. Well, it's not going to affect anybody in as much, even as at that time you are supposed to be at home. We have people who do, maybe if you are going to church, you do your own night vigil, which is around that time, so you are aware of that. So take notes. Same oro had been fixed in the whole of Isheri or Lagos on election day. Are you for real? We've not heard that. All in a bid to scare people and rig election in favor of APC candidate Sanwo-Olu. Omo, he go tey for Naija to better. No, now that you are aware, if there's any spiritual inclination or spiritual whatever, you go and do your own prayers and counter that. But in as much they are saying it's going to be at night, I think it's going to be fine. You be at home, you be doing your own thing. In the morning, 8 o'clock, you come out. It's not going to disturb. Unfortunately, that most of the time, these people will say one thing and they will do another thing. Just like a INEC, they say, oh, they prepare for this election for 4 years and they put guidelines. This is how it's going to be, it's going to be, it's going to be. But at the end of the day, it's a different thing. They are not telling Nigerians cock and bull stories. Oba Legushi is INEC chairman's half-brother. Rigging election is in their bloodline. It will not work. Someone should help me tell him that he is a failure. That is a huge joke. Nigeria constitution is superior to any other law in the country. People in Ethiopia, please don't mind that order. It is null and void. It is designed to scare citizens not to come out to perform their civic duty on 18th of March 2023. That order cannot stand. Well, I don't think some people really went through this information and this news thoroughly. In go soon run live in palace again. Answers never teach am any lesson. That festival will not hold. The man is fooling himself. They are using this to scare people because they don't say you people away, to scare you people away. Don't be frightened by their nonsense. Nothing will happen to you even if you violate their doctrine. Okay? They are playing politics with tradition. Let us see how it will play. Election don't enter spiritual only in Nigeria. But some people say Lagos is no man's land. If they burn them where they should go out that day. Any tuba fioju diuru uragbe. INEC should simply postpone the election in the area. Uru happens at night, election is by the day. Okay, that's it. And that's what they have said. Nigeria is finished to be, no be swear. I thought some persons are saying Lagos is no man's land. The owners have come to cleanse their land. Not the owner now. Even it is the same man who is bringing this Uru that said that Lagos is no man's land. Did you fight him? How many fights you fight him? Where is the church in Lagos? They should turn their so-called ritual against them as Moses and Aaron raised ashes and it turned to boil even to Pharaoh. Nigeria, my country, what is this now? Now, so between the Nigerian constitution that allows every citizen the opportunity to exercise his or our franchise without fear, and an obsolete tradition that has no relevance whatsoever to those practicing it, which is more superior. Well, we might be making a big point, but the question is that even the democracy that we are practicing, are we practicing it in the recess? No, we are not doing it in the recess, because if we are doing it in the recess, I see no reason why we'll be having problems now. That is the way they have bastardized tradition, they've bastardized religion, they bastardized democracy. Everything is just being turned upside down. That is why we are having problems. I will come out and vote. Nothing will happen. Yeah, well, it is not going to be at night. It's not going to be in the daytime. It's at night. So, guys, let's hear your opinions and have your take on this.